The parent company for M&Ms, Mars, has debuted new feminist bags of, quote, celebrate women everywhere who are flipping the status quo.
Uh-oh, there's a new bag of M&Ms with vaguely feminist messaging on it. So you know what that means. It's time for Fox News to spend multiple hours of their day phoning in another lazy thing they're pretending to be mad at comedy hour.
The new brand features an all-female lineup of M&M characters. One includes green and brown M&Ms holding bags on the beach. Because I guess that's all we do as women. Right? I don't know.
Hang out together and go to the beach.
Because, I mean, that's not what we're doing right now.
You're right. Right now, you're pretending that all photos have to depict what people are doing right now. That's not how photos work. Photos are what you did one time before. Do you think that every photo depicts what people are doing, like in this moment? Actually, no, crying probably is what this guy's doing right now. Anyhow, the thing they're pretending to be mad at comedy hour happens at Fox News all the time. They spend the first 45 minutes of the show making you scared that you're gonna be murdered by someone.
Scare the crap out of parents.
Man is brutally beaten with a baseball bat in broad daylight.
No law, no order, rising crime.
All hell is breaking loose.
Violent crime that's tearing apart the American landscape.
You have elitist Democrats enjoying Parisian cocktail parties while the rest of us try to survive in a dystopian America where we're literally fighting for our lives.
Cheery. And then it's time for the fun. So they pick a stupid culture war issue and then bring in the world's least funny people and then take turns telling jokes about it. And I say jokes, but they're more like things said by people who know that jokes exist, but they've never actually heard one.
When you look at the package, the women are upside down. And I understand flipped, but thank you very much, we stand on our own. We don't need to be shown on a package looking crazy upside down.
And then you get the courtesy laugh because they all know they want their joke to get laughed at later in the segment. And even though all the jokes suck, they tell them over and over and over again for an entire news cycle.
We don't need to be shown on a package looking crazy upside down. Why are we upside down, portrayed as women on that package? Why, if you really want to empower women, would you depict us as people who can't even stand up straight and put us upside down on the packaging?
Good point. Good point. Virtue signaling gone wrong.
So bad. In the Fox News thing they're pretending to be mad at comedy hour, no joke is too stupid.
I think this is the kind of thing that makes China say, like, oh, good, keep focusing on that. Yeah. Keep focusing on giving people their own color M&Ms while we, take over all of the mineral deposits in the entire world.
You sure you want to make that point on Fox News? About how big government communism is better than what we're doing? Also, they're going so hard against woke stuff on this show, Outnumbered, whose whole concept is women need to outnumber men on the panel. This show has a gender quota. Woke show. Fox is woke. No, there are dudes, and they suck. Here's a joke from Doug Collins.
I want chocolate without commentary and coffee without Latin.
Excuse
me? Guys, this is where you're supposed to pretend it's funny and laugh.
Excuse me?
I don't know. Doug, it's funnier if you explain it.
I don't want a venti, I want a grande, I want a small, medium, or large.
I don't know about you guys, but when I
outsmarted by a congressman right here, that's where I live.
I'm a daytime female Fox News host. My job is to tell men they're smart and talk about women's empowerment. My stupid lady brain. I'm not kidding. Half the job is to have guys on to talk trash about any attempt to make women seem equal.
I bought this M&M packet for my wife in her stocking, and it turns out it's got a lot of political connections, too.
Yeah, you're a champion of women. Guy who just admitted he stole his wife's Christmas present. And every time they do a segment like this, there's someone you've literally never seen before in your life who's just desperately throwing their own demographic under the bus in exchange for maybe possibly being invited back next week.
Everything about this is wrong. And also, we already have the California raisins being all the different sizes. We don't need the M&Ms to be different sizes, too.
Actually, that was a good larger point you're making about how everybody should look the same.
Once again, there's also stripping everyone of agency, because remember they took the heels off Mrs. Green or Green M&M, however you said Miss Green, right? They put her in sneakers because wearing heels was somehow detrimental, because women who choose to wear heels must not be able to think for themselves, right? They must be doing it for a bad reason.
Yeah. Except there is an M&M that wears heels, the brown one. To be honest, though, you wouldn't know that unless you were watching the beginning of the segment you're on. And at the end of the day, the question is, where do they learn all this stuff from? Who sets the example? Well, Fox has been doing it for thousands of years. It's been kept alive through countless pretend wars on Christmas and wars on, well, everything.
The war on Christmas, a war on Thanksgiving.
This war on fun.
The war on straws.
War on meat.
Joe Biden declared war on freedom yesterday.
It's a war on small businesses.
The war on dogs.
And it's fitting that the recount feature Tucker Carlson in its Wars On montage, because he's been at the forefront of countless wars, even previous wars on M&Ms. Though I think he's driven less by his pursuit of justice and more by the fact that he really seems to want to have sex with M&Ms.
M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous. Until the moment you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them. That's the goal. When you're totally turned off, we've achieved equity. They've won.
Jesus, Fox. For as much as you complain about sexualizing kids, why are you trying to make candy more? That's my time. Thanks for watching. And I say more because like a lot of the food mascots are super hot. Like Tony the Tiger. Like I talk to people who had sex with him. They say he's great. Or this Sun-Maid girl, like, she's not a Sun Maiden, so you know she right? Thanks. You should cut this. Yeah, Mark, you should cut this part. If you leave it in, it's gonna kill our watch time.